Hey guys, John from Switchbird here. In case you haven't heard the big news, Switchbird placed third this week in Google's Business Messages Build an Agent contest for 2021. So we're on this list of official contest winners. First prize was taken by a company that built a chat experience for Vodafone, right? Big multinational brand. And the second place prizes went to other big companies working with big brands. And in fact, many of the third place prizes did as well. Here we are in this nice company. And what surprises me is not that we placed, but that we placed without doing anything custom or anything special. We just used the tools that Switchbird makes available to everyone, right? So, Vodafone probably paid $500,000 for their chat implementation. We just dragged and dropped some messaging funnels into a flow that makes sense for us. And you can try it out by looking up Switchbird on Google Maps and clicking chat. And it's actually the same logic and automation. Everything is used or reused on text messaging as well. So you build once and deploy everywhere. But I wanted to take a minute in this video to show the anatomy of what's apparently an award-winning chat experience. And I think it has a lot to do with the experience being a messaging funnel as opposed to a chat bot. Right? I hate chat bots. Nobody wants to chat with a bot. A funnel is directing the experience either towards where the customer wants to go or towards where you want it to go, but it's getting something done. And our new UI here under the Automations tab of the Switchbird dashboard, I think really exposes this and simplifies it, and visualizes it in a way that I think a lot more will grasp and be able to build some interesting stuff with. So let me just go through this real quick and we'll drag and drop and show you, basically how we built our chat experience for Google My Business Messaging. So we have two flow diagrams here, one for new contacts and one for known contacts, right? These are the two types of contacts that reach out to your business. A new contact is a lead, a potential new customer, and a known contact is an existing customer or prospect reaching back out. And really one flow flows into the other. So let's just take them in turn. A new contact, of course, can reach out to your business by sending a message, text, or Google My Business, or they can call. Right? And a very popular use of Switchbird is to text back anyone who calls the business. And if you want a lighter touch, you can text back only those calls that are missed, whether it's missed during the day or after hours. And you choose how sort of rigorous you want to be with opt-in compliance. Someone called you, maybe you can text them back without an explicit opt-in. We always have opt-out, our early messages with the customer, but we can enforce an opt-in as well to be watertight in our compliance. And then once we have that, either a message or a call or a text back, we have our first conversation with this new lead or new contact. And now the question is, have they used a keyword or is it just some other kind of message, right? And typically it's some other kind of message, right? If we haven't set up a keyword campaign, it's going to be some kind of, standard message. And so we might want to put them through our standard lead funnel here. We just, drag and drop that in. And that, I can dig into this more, I'll show a simulation of it, but maybe we have a specific funnel for, during business hours, and an alternative one for after hours. And that's great, right? And that will ask the questions we need to confirm who the lead is, anything we might need from them, what their interest is, email address, whatever. But from that first call or text, we have the most important piece of information we could possibly have, which is their phone number, and very likely we have their name and other details through reverse phone lookup. Why that's so important is, well, there's many reasons why it's important, but where I think it gets interesting is when you think about a keyword campaign, right? So rather than your next ad campaign driving clicks to a landing page that's going to get so many bounces, that is going to not differentiate itself, that's going to have web chat functionality on it, which just wastes time. Maybe you want to do an ad that is, text XYZ to this number to get this offer, right? And that would be what we refer to as a keyword campaign, or lead magnet campaign. You can just drag and drop one of those in here, decide what keyword we want to do. XYZ, say. And great, we've got a funnel that can be activated by keyword from an ad campaign or other kind of campaign. And you'll see that lives on not just for new contacts, but for existing contacts as well. So a keyword campaign is just there, it's activated by use of that keyword, and it's a really useful kind of functionality to have in your marketing arsenal. Now, we use it quite extensively for all kinds of applications, like on a speaking engagement. Text XYZ to this number to get the ebook we put together on this topic, or what have you. But now we're in the flow for known contacts, and known contacts can contact your business the same way. They can send a message using a keyword, or not use a keyword, or they could call. And you can pull from our pretty extensive library. It's extensive when you start looking at, okay, what do we have in different topic areas here. Okay, we want to have this funnel go out to people who call the business, and maybe you should generally have kind of a pretty generic fallback message, which is basically like an autoresponder. Right? And I'll illustrate how these work. One piece of new functionality, sparkly here, is the ability to include FAQs. So for all of you who have built out your FAQ content for SEO, let's see here. You built out this FAQ content, some of the standard questions they have here about hardwood flooring, what have you. We can just take that Google index link and add it to our FAQ documents here. Good. And lo and behold, we'll put that into an AI implementation that will be used really as an alternative fallback for anyone who reaches out and asks questions outside the scope of the funnels that maybe are captured by the FAQ. So we'll look at that here real quick. But now we've built out a flow with a few different types of funnels and interactions here. We used everything in our library here. So now we can launch a simulation of this to see kind of how it works, right? So if I am just a new contact reaching out, I will get this, default lead funnel, right? Why am I reaching out today? to learn more, existing customer, something else. So I'll be a lead here, choose A. And they've looked up my name thanks to a reverse phone lookup, like I said. And so I don't even have to give that. And that's a simple, kind of lead capture funnel. But now let's say, I want to ask a random question. Now, it might be something, I might just respond something that's completely random. And this will drop me back into that fallback, right? So thanks for your note. We'll get to the right person. ASAP, feel free to add any details. We appreciate your patience. All right. Now maybe I want to know how to I'll just happen to ask something that matches the FAQs to some degree. But this is AI, right? So it matches pretty well. So now I'm presented with some of our FAQ options. So what can I use to clean my hardwood floors? Can I steam clean them? Can I protect them from furniture scratches? And if I choose one of these, it will just blast out my FAQ content, which, in this case is a little lengthy because it's coming from the web, but it can be pared down. And rather than upload the web document, you can upload it pared down CSV, and we'll use it in the same way. So, this is a great way to kind of incorporate some AI, some chatbot type functionality in a conversational experience that is otherwise pretty directional. So you see this conversation now is marked waiting. It means it's waiting for human intervention. It means we've received notification that these messages are waiting, and a human can jump into their Switchbird dashboard and respond. Just thought I should show that maybe I did run a campaign like hey, at the end of this presentation, or actually right now, sitting in your seat, text XYZ to this number to get my ebook, right? And if I text XYZ, boom, 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 the guide to everything is here, and I can do a similar kind of flow where I find out the information I need about the person who's responding to my offer. I got my phone lookup again, so we've got their name, and maybe I'm capturing their email as well, right? So I'll say, no, that's not my email. Right? And you can use the same kind of tactics that you would use in a lead form, but in messaging format, right? So you're bypassing the web, the easily abandoned web page, the easily abandoned web chat for text messaging, which gives you kind of this durable line of communication with the customer. So if I just put in some garbage here, right, we can use the same tactics that we would use on the web to validate that we're getting good data before giving up the goods. So I will give them my actual email address. Boom. And I should get rewarded now. Here's the link to the ebook. Oh, I forgot to put the link in there. So sorry about that. I just dropped in the automation as you saw. But normally that would have the payload. And you see this is marked as fulfilled. And that all gets logged. And that exchange gets logged as a completed campaign, gets reported on, and piped over to your CRM for follow-up, active campaign, whatever. Anyway, I just thought that since we reworked this UI, since we won the Google contest, it was worth taking a minute to look at some of these features more in context, and hopefully it gives you an idea of can do with a platform like Switchbird. Thanks for watching, and hope to talk to some of you soon.